Hi, my name is Kristen Fraley, and today for my performance assessment, I'm going to start with 3 math topics that I've learned about this year and how I will continue to learn about those as I become a teacher. The first topic that I want to talk about is estimation, which is the first topic that I taught to the class in a small teach. Estimation is essentially a quick way to get an approximate answer, and there's many different ways that you can estimate. One of the most well-known is rounding. As a teacher, I can continue to find new ways to integrate estimation into the classrooms. I can do this at different grade levels and as well as a lot of different subjects. The second topic that I'd like to talk about is graphs. That was the topic that I taught for my large group teach. And there's a lot of different types of graphs. There's line graph, bar graph, stem and leaf plot, dot plot, pie graph, just to name a few. There's obviously a lot more than that as well. And graphs all serve different functions, which is something that's really unique about graphs and graphing, is that you can use different graphs for different reasons. And as a teacher, I can add in cross-curricular graphs, so teach graphing in different subjects, as well as I can use it in assessing my own students. I can create those types of graphs to see trends of student performance. And then the third topic that I would like to talk about is fractions, which fractions were a topic that really opened my eyes to math manipulatives. And a fraction is obviously what part of a whole is represented in the fraction. And a teacher can use that for grading purposes, as well as they can use scenarios that back up the numbers to just kind of solidify what a fraction really is representing. So the next thing that I'd like to talk about is Common Core standards and what I've learned about them throughout this semester. So I have a pretty extensive list of things that I've learned about standards just through this math class, including where I find the standards, how I can utilize the standards, how to develop a lesson around a standard, and then on the opposite side, how to find a standard that relates to the lesson that I'm trying to teach. Standards also provide guidance for developing lessons that align with the curriculum that you're expected to teach, and all of these things are requirements of teachers. So I think that it's really important to make sure that you understand how to access standards and how to use them, because obviously that's a really big part of being a teacher. A couple areas that I can improve in the future with my math skills are progressions of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. I think it's really important to study that progression and how it works, the whole progression. But then especially when I get a job, I think that one way that I can make sure that I'm continuing to learn about the topic is that I can study the part of the progression that comes before my grade level, and then the progression at my grade level, and then the progression after my grade level, just to have a really good idea of what I should be teaching and where my students should be coming from and where they should be going. I think that that's really important. And then the second area of improvement is just becoming more understanding and adaptive to students who struggle with math concepts, because math has always been something that's come pretty easily to me. I think it's really important to continue looking for ways to differentiate and continue learning how to do that, as well as looking for opportunities to practice differentiating specifically math topics. So I think that that is all that I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for a great semester, and thanks for listening.